Estoy en un proceso de cambio muy personal. I'm in a very personal transformation process. Hola y bienvenidos a Spring Spanish. Yo soy Juan, I am Juan, and I am un profesor, a teacher at Spring Spanish. That's right, ese es mi trabajo. That's my job. What about you? Can you talk about your occupation in Spanish? If not, keep watching, because today vamos a hablar de profesiones en español. We're going to talk about professions in Spanish. So whether you are un físico nuclear, a nuclear physicist, una doctora, a doctor, or even un payaso de profesión, a professional clown, in this video you'll learn how to talk about your job and even a lack of one. Make sure to watch until the end, because later in the video I'll give you some great tips and common vocabulary you can use to talk about what you do. Ready? Acompáñame. In any common conversation in Spanish, it is very common to see people talking about their jobs. So if you don't want to be left behind in your conversaciones con hispanohablantes, conversations with native Spanish speakers, you better learn your chunks. These are word combinations in Spanish that you can learn by heart and use anywhere in your conversations because they never change. Aprendamos algunas. Let's learn some using the verb to be. Yo soy profesor de español. I am a Spanish teacher. Él es piloto de aviones. He is an airplane pilot. Ellas son futbolistas. They are soccer players, female and plural. Nosotros somos ingenieros. We are engineers, masculine and plural. Of course, you need to know the word in Spanish for your job to be able to use these chunks. So stick around until the last part of this video where I give you great and useful vocabulary para hablar de tu ocupación, to talk about your occupation. There's another common way to talk about your job, and that is using the verb trabajar, to work. This can be combined in chunks in the following two ways. Yo trabajo en una panadería. I work at a bakery store. Ella trabaja en un restaurante. She works at a restaurant. Tú trabajas en un periódico. You work at a newspaper. This is used if your job is common and can be directly associated with a location or a type of place. Si trabajas en un hospital, probablemente eres médico. If you work at a hospital, you're probably a medic. The other way is using the word como after the verb trabajar. Like this. Ellos trabajan como bomberos. This literally means they work as firefighters. Nosotras trabajamos como policías. We work as policewomen, since nosotras is female and plural. Yo trabajo como abogado. I work as a lawyer. The particular thing about the verb trabajar is you can use it to describe different aspects of your occupation, like these examples. Yo trabajo en casa. I work from home. Ana trabaja 5 horas diarias. Ana works 5 hours a day. Ellas trabajan muy duro. They work very hard. Female. Arturo trabaja los sábados también. Arturo works on Saturdays as well. But what if you want to ask the other person about their job? Here are some friendly questions you can ask. ¿En qué trabajas? What do you do for a living? ¿Cuál es tu trabajo? What's your job? ¿A qué te dedicas? Literally, what you dedicate yourself to. It's just another way to say, what's your job? ¿Cuál es tu profesión? what is your profession? You can also ask for details using chunks like this. ¿Te gusta tu trabajo? Do you like your work? ¿Qué es lo que menos, qué es lo que más te gusta de tu trabajo? What do you like the least or what do you like the most about your job? ¿Desde cuándo trabajas como bombero? How long have you been working as a fireman? ¿Hasta qué hora trabajas? What time do you get off of work? ¿Qué haces en tu trabajo? What do you do at your job? So what if at the moment you don't have a job? Well, you've probably been in this kind of situations. Estoy en búsqueda de un nuevo desafío. I'm searching for a new challenge. Has never had a job and has no idea where to start. No, estoy en un proceso de cambio muy personal. I'm in a very personal transformation process. He's unemployed and has no clue on what to do next. Mi antiguo empleador no valoró mis capacidades, así que me fui. My previous employer didn't value my skills, so I left. He was fired, and now he's unemployed. If you don't want to give any details, you can use estoy desempleado, I'm unemployed, or actualmente no tengo trabajo, currently I don't have a job. Of course, you can be unemployed for several reasons, but probably you're still studying or on an internship. In these cases, you can use estoy estudiando ingeniería todavía. I'm still studying engineering. Estoy haciendo pasantías para trabajar como abogada. I'm doing an internship so I can work as a lawyer. Estoy terminando mi curso de electricista. I'm finishing my electrician course. Sé que prometí enseñarte vocabulario. I know I promised to teach you some vocabulary. So, let's see some common professions. Policía, policeman or policewoman. Secretaria or secretario, secretary. Taxista, taxi driver. Médico, doctor. Profesor, teacher. Camarero or mesero, waiter. Mecánico, mechanic. Ingeniero, engineer. Dentist, dentista. Periodista, journalist. Abogado, lawyer. Artista, artist. Empresario, businessman. Muy bien. Now you know how to speak about your work in Spanish. Please tell me in the comments, what is your profession? ¿Cuál es tu trabajo? Use your favorite chunk of this video. We have a whole series of Spanish beginner videos, so feel free to check out the other videos from me and the other Spring Spanish teachers on our YouTube channel. If you're ready to take it a step further and get serious about learning Spanish, we have a free Spanish training on our website where you'll discover the method we use in our Spring Spanish Academy to teach students to speak fluent Spanish. You also get some free sample Spanish lessons there that come straight from our academy. If you're interested, just click the link in the description to sign up. Adios! Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, and share this video with your friends.